album review. Today we'll be doing Godmaker's self-titled record. Godmaker out of New York. Half of the band was living in various different states and apparently have relocated to New York. Every band member has been in a ton of different bands over the years, and two of the members have been New York mainstays in various different bands for maybe even 20 years. So it's of no surprise coming into this debut record that they would really bring something different to the table. A monument to their various different influences in a sound collage that is unlike anything you've ever experienced, and is a fuzzworthy mention to any doom metal fan out there or heavy metal fan in general, especially maybe on the more progressive side of things. This band definitely takes their time, building these to paraphrase their opening track, megalithic riffs. And by megalithic, I mean they are so super chunky and heavy and in your face, and they're so exceptionally written that you can't help but not try and headbang and just go nuts. From the opening track, they come out with this heavy, sludgy, thrashy, almost punk in a way opening, and they slowly go into this even heavier, pummeling doom metal laden apocalypse. It's really ingenious the way that they sort of work in all their different influences, and it really shines through on every individual track. They come up with some of these really different riffs that most people may not have heard before, and by thematic I do genuinely mean that it ebb and flows in a way that most people would find kind of like a roller coaster ride or enthralling, or maybe like a very action-packed movie, where they give you this calm and then all of a sudden things just light up like you've never seen before. And this band generally does that with such a degree that it's really fun. It's a really fun record. I would also say that as far as performance-wise, on a record, this is definitely one of my tops. You could generally hear them screaming at top force and playing their hearts out, and it definitely shines through. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel good that a band would go the extra mile to make you like these dudes are actually in my living room. My house is getting torn apart by a rabid mosh pit, and they pull it off so well and so easily that it's really hard to it's hard to deny. It really is. Most of the songs are in more of a heavy nature, but they kind of get progressive. They also kind of, throw in a bunch of different influences they might have had in their past, whether it be, noisecore or punk. Amazingly enough, there is some riffs in there where it sounds kind of industrial, which I love. Some people kind of compare these guys to Mastodon. I don't really feel that way at all. I feel like it's a beast all of its own. These guys are gonna be something we talk about. And I wish more people would talk about them as it is. I have seen them on a couple of lists for 2015. That's how I got to liking them. And I would also definitely suggest that anyone wanting to listen to them, listen to it on vinyl. I was talking with one of the members of the band, and they said that they had really engineered it to sound quite amazing on vinyl, which listening to it in a digital format on Bandcamp and then putting it on a vinyl record player, it was like night and day almost. There's so many different nuances and ranges and just feedback that you didn't hear through the digital format, which is great. I'm glad that vinyl is finally coming back and artists are feeling a lot more comfortable or releasing records like that. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to their actual label, Aqualam Records. That you can also find them on Bandcamp. They put out some amazing stuff by amazing different bands. They truly have a talent for finding creative artists that truly bring something new to the table. And I think they actually say on their Bandcamp. We aspire to bring you the heavy or something in that regard. And they definitely brought it with Godmaker. These guys sound at home on this record, along with all their other bands, you know. It's truly something cosmic in a way, you know. It elevates you, you know. It's a great listening experience, and by great, I definitely mean that it's something you sit down and you're just like, wow, that was really, really intense, you know. You might be hanging onto the edge of your seat by the end of it, which is, I love that. I love that bands make records that are instantly gratifying to the listener, and I hope Godmaker is instantly gratifying to them, because it's quite the achievement to make an album that is such a cosmic entity in itself. So if you have any comments, please leave them in the message box below, and feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. As always, thank you.